40 sextillion years ago, King Uriel Septim of Cyrodiil had a vision, a dream.
I have a dream that one day in the Red Hills of Cyrodiil, the sons of former goblins and the sons of former imps will be able to sit down to— oh shit, wrong dream speech. I had a vision, a dream of the chosen one. His name is...
A march echoing clapped the damp, thick air of the halls. Usually the silence is a bar chord, deafening the ears of any unlucky soul whose luck ran out like a bottle of skooma at a Khajiit Puff Daddy after party. This time it's different. A march to this corridor could mean anything but good news.
I'll look her up. She must be so lonely. You're going to die in here.
Take a close look at this fucker and regret saying those words to me. I'll be the one visiting your wife in Morrowind. Is it time to face the inevitable music? Aha! It is King Uriel Septim himself, accompanied by the two of the most useless guards in video game existence. This surely has to be the worst few days ever, but this day does not get any worse. The King, played by the devilishly handsome and cool Professor X, confesses to us that basically he saw us in his dream. So, we're good. Let's go. Whatever crimes we committed, we have been pardoned for, and basically, we're just too goddamn sexy to be contained. By a stroke of the good old lady luck, our cell is the same cell, or if you push a slab, we get a secret tunnel. A tunnel so advanced beyond the power of the yeshiva. Put on your tiny thinking caps, and let's follow the kings and his blades like a lost puppy at a store covered in smoked meats. Originally, I was gonna play Oblivion for the first time in super extra hard mode, where if I died, I had to create a new character. Specifically, a black character. Sir Diddy of Kinderton had suffered a fatal blow by rats, and Cosbius of Pudding Pop had got molested by the rotting, lubed-up corpse of whatever was rotting down in the Imperial prison. For that, I had created the ultimate squire. How? Just ask me what I can do with 11 beers. The first challenge we get is to fight a rat, the arch nemesis of any beginner Elder Scrolls player. If you're not careful enough, these bastards will eat you like a piece of cheese. Preferably smoked Gouda or provolone. First action I can think of is to arm myself with one of the deceased assassin's blades. Find my way through these catacombs of complete dread. These zombies look like oiled up hollow hulls of people. Johnson & Johnson. The blades and I lead Sir Patrick Stewart Septim into the most obvious trap ever. The blade, supposed the best of the best of protecting the Emperor, fucking leaves the Emperor alone with me. My guy. I look like I touched the Emperors as a hobby, and the blades are just like, he trusts you, so just take this amulet, you fucking ugly fuck. You're set free for life. You smell that? Freedom. This brand new day feels like it's put on a fresh pair of underwear on a Saturday morning. What shall I do with this newfound freedom? The king has asked me to return the amulet to a man named Joffrey. But fuck that. One of the city guards had told me to stick to the roads. I shall follow this road wherever it may take me. Sir Squiddy finally does what most grown men wish they could do. Actually touch grass, interact with people. Sometimes, you just have to cast a fireball and bash someone with a sword. Throughout the ghetto streets of Caneden Hall, Sir Squiddy seeks a quest giver.
I'm Logva. Farewell.
Now whomst will give this honorable spell sword a noble quest and reward him nobly, with head preferred. Hours spent on perusing for rumors, bribing, and frolicking amongst townfolk. Squiddy had stumbled upon a maiden in despair. Alas, finally, my first side quest. My pockets have runneth dry. I need potions, armor, weapons, spells, and glorious loot to continue my path of destiny.
What can I help? Yes, my husband is the Wraith Lythandus. Have you heard of him? You haven't? Well...
After chit-chatting with the maiden, I am given direction to search for a missing husband, who's also a painter, who's been painting in his room alone for hours, and a totally not euphemistic course of action, but of actually painting with a paintbrush and not his penis. Upon further inspection, Wraith was not in fact playing with his brush. He is missing. The man never left the lock studio, so where he at? Where you at, man? Yo, Wraith, you went to go out for milk. Where the fuck you at, man? Ooh, a painting. It looks so real. Astonishing. yo, Wraith is as spooked as anyone who just realized they've been sucked up into their own painting, their own creation.
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside.
Oh, thank goodness someone finally came.
Apparently, a grand wizard thief had stolen his magic paintbrush of doom and let painted trolls run amok, backshotting any living creature that ends up in his paint realm. I mean, Wraith has plenty of experience in this field, but yo, these fucking trolls are no joke. They rush you like it's feeding time at the zoo, and you're looking like a fresh bubble butt cupcake baked straight out the oven in Rikers. There are many attempts of getting some licks in. I realize I should have been using my ultimate move this whole time, sprinting like the one and only Usain Bolt, and eventually nabbing back the magic paintbrush like it is Ultra Fent. My only choice was to run towards Wraith. Holy shit! This man is soloing these trolls like a fucking gangster gamer. Look at him go. Oh. Oh god. Oh. Oh man. The reward for freeing Wraith is an apron. Not the magic brush. A fucking apron. Probably end up selling it down in the future anyway. After the near brush with eternal punishment of the painted troll casting couch, our hero, Spongehelm, seeked new adventure and spoil. Hearing rumors of a residence in one of the churches had been slain had scratched the interest of our titular hero, but quickly that itch was still irking, like a Khajiit whore in an elsewhere brothel. He has decided to have it all ass. After trying to speak to her, she completely bumps him off. Understandably, several attempts at negotiating and diddling, and with the using the power of art of the deal. I love how Bethesda just did away with this system of persuasion. I think it's a little bit more interesting than just... The very trustful woman, and not sus in any means, convinces me and my quest-hungry self to send my own ass into the slammer and perform a hit on her man's in crime, Jorgundir, who is also not a nice person. Well, that did not work out, and my nuclear options basically inflate his already low ego by casting a spell to make him seem larger than he is in reality. Jorgundir seems like the fellow that rips zins and travels down local expressways in his lifted glorified grocery wagon. The faded salt life sticker that ironically speaks volumes of his own glory days of touching other villagers' meat wagons. We learn Arnora, Jorgundir's mans, is also a backstabbing bastard of the village as well. Jorgundir lets you in on where the stash is at after you use your magic speech skill of deception to convince him you killed Arnora. A man's lets me in on the stash, but surprise, surprise, out of all the motherfuckers in Tamriel, I get outplayed by a man named Tyrelius Legolas. Yes, Tyrelius fucking Legolas. What? Imagine you're the fastest sperm in over east. You defied all odds, a 1 in 4 trillion chance odds, and you are named Tyrelius Legolas. Anyway, this man's history. Afterwards, if I'm gonna bother another villager for the 100th time after going through all this deception, just tell him my best joke in the 9 realms, and he gracefully kicks me out of his place of living, which then I repay him by stealing everything he has and anything I could possibly dump my pockets into. My thirst for adventure is a never-ending chase of the high of dangerous plots, goblin genocide, pillaging, and occasional battles against spirits and creatures. However, stay tuned for this next chapter. Our hero gets knighted. Reveling in boredom, I check my quest log and see that at some point in my adventure I picked up a way shrine map conjured by a member of the titular Knights of the Nine. My pilgrimage shall begin. And holy shit, the quest log was not joking. This will be an actual pilgrimage. Our adventurer must pray to 9 shrines spread throughout Tamriel. Think I'm walking that distance? Hell nah. Our hero borrows a horse from a nearby stable named Chestnut's Horse. I shall name you Chester, the Chestnut Horse. Chester and I have a symbiotic relationship. He assists me in my great journey by riding us to each shrine. During battle, I let him enjoy 30 seconds of freedom. Sometimes Chester the Chestnut Horse starts expressing his bouts of freedom a little too much. Get your ass back here, boy. Fortunately, my sanity remained intact as I galloped across Tamriel looking for the 9 shrines to pray to 9 deities. Not one was Robotheist. Good news is that we succeeded and had started tripping ball. The bad news is, rest in peace, Chester. Be forever remembered as a noble steed who carried our hero in his sojourn across the blades of Tamriel's dirts, carnivorous boulders, goopy mud, and gloopy skies. The ugly news is, the next couple rated quests are glorified fetch quests where you literally get slimed on by Sir Keels and his homies to prove your worth in the eyes of the Knights of the Nine.
By the strength and guidance of the 9, who
Who comes before us upon this sacred ground, seeking the cures of the divine crusader? You have overcome half of us, and yet you remain standing.
Only for them to tell you to fuck off and go find the rest of their stuff yourself. If only the guide of the sun herself, nice lady, gives me another quest.
I'll go.
Kinnereth's creations guard her relic, and you must pass the test before you may be granted the boots.
It's time for questing time. My task is simple. Prove I am worthy to the nature guardian. Alright, I'm told to step here 10 paces and wait. Oh, hold on. Is that a fucking bear? We are informed that a member of the Knights of the Nine decided to work behind our backs and try to steal the sword. But little did he know, it was a fool's errand. The sword is under the control of Sir Barrick's Wraith. Foolish, as he was not the chosen one seen in the king's own dream. He should have consulted me first before going out and taking an arrow to the knee. Yeah, this dungeon took me an hour and a half to get through and navigate. Rats snicker in every cobweb corner. Ghouls and ghosts roam idyllic in the halls of what possibly used to be a great tomb of history, now delegated to the fiction of a young squire's nightmare. The defeats of Sir Barrick's Wraith was trivial compared to the events that transpired shortly after. A broken save. Yes, the game got corrupted here. And I learned this happens a lot with Oblivion. On to the next one. After the triumph of defeating the Scourge Emerald by the hands of the both physical and astral reality, our hero is honored and regarded as a force of the good, bringer of light that pierces through the darkness, justice personified in squeaky clean goody two-shoes. How else can he become a branded Knight of the Nine? He had just one thought roaming in his 25 brain cells. Hypotheticals flew past his cranium as he is surrounded by fellow nightmen, seeing only the emotion an NPC would have.
I am tired of wearing Mr. Goody Two-Shoes.
He thought. Our knighted hero and gilded nines slowly paced up to the pasture for hours until a strange hooded figure caught him in the act of slumber. Who is this strange figure that appears to be a man? Interrupts your most solemn and most intimate pleasure and need a man can have. This man introduced himself as Lucian Lechant, and he came up with one offer. Hey man, video game with things to kill, and we're offering you kinship and killing things for money. Say less, Noir. Thus, Lucian Lechant grants our hero a virgin blade. Before my first task is to get into a fist fight, the wild boar, consume its meats, and gaze into the sunset. Then I continue my first actual task for the night mommy. What does the night mommy even look like? Is she a badass milk tank goth mommy, or is it terrors beyond our perception and indistinguishable from reality? I'm instructed to head to the Inn of Ill Omen. How ironic is that a known target would decide to set up a hiding spot here. Our target, Lord Joffrey Epstaff, a known ultimate from the Isles, was on the run and hid in this very inn for 3 months before violently hanging himself. Lechance introduces us to the Dark Brotherhood, shows us their hidden, in plain sight hideout, and makes sure we attract all types of Huzz. Thus, leads us to a series of quests, which we assassinate people with no questions asked. Each of these quests have their own unique flavor. Like this one, where you're tasked with breaking into the same prison you escaped from earlier in the game to murder your target. Wait a minute, this Noir?
You're going to die in here.
You're going to die in here. You're going to die.
Ooh, I'm coming for you, boy. This one is fucking personal. The other standout contract was ridiculous, yet very fun. Basically, you were tasked with assassinating not one, but multiple targets at the same location. The plan, all targets were invited to a party inside the estate of a rich noble. Every target has no prior knowledge of each other, and is unaware that the host is an unseen figure pulling the strings behind the scenes, staging a play of their demise. And boy, they are the stars. Among the guests is I, champion of the Night Mother, and set out to eliminate each guest without being seen or caught in the act. I gotta say, this might be my favorite variation of the Dark Brotherhood questline. Even though you are instructed to eliminate your targets with a specific weapon or scenario, there is still the freedom to achieve the Dark Brotherhood's goals. You just won't get the extra bonus, which are usually really worth it, like the enchanted weapons and armor. After successfully completing all contracts that this chapter can offer, our little assassin-in-chief is reported to Lucian LeChance for yet another offer. Except, this secret contract is so secret we are absolutely forbidden to even talk about it. Learning further, we explain that we are granted promotion as the Thumb. There is a traitor among the chapter, and the only step forward is to kill everyone in the family. This won't be easy. This is in fact not.
Why, brother? Why?
Sorry!
Why? What's the matter? Getting tired?
After doing that terrible crime of murdering our own family, we are promoted. At what cost? Now, we will only be doing jobs via dead drops. And interesting enough, we were told that we would be getting a horse. And I think that horse failed to load in the in-game world. Not gonna lie, I didn't see it anywhere. It's fine. After completing dead drop number 7, Lucian LeChance contacts our hero, the shocking revelation. The orders that we were supposedly given were tampered with, altered. We have been killing members of the Hand. Not gonna lie, I feel like this would be the case. There's always some motherfucker plotting. LeChance might be next in the hit list, aka we're both fucked. He gives our hero one last order, to spy on the dead drop giver for dead drop number 8. We head out to a barrel in a not so inconspicuous corner and see a man of short stature feebly get caught red-handed. For him, it's his luckiest day, as we are more focused on finding the traitor. The man points us to the lighthouse, where our person of interest is allegedly hiding out. Once we gain access to the lighthouse cellar, at the trader's base of ops, there are secrets so grisly and disturbing that only the most iron-stomached citizen can hold it in. Wow, look what we have here. Dead bodies, animals that were probably fucked, and a severed head. Mother's head. This is some like Friday the 13th shit going on. Lucian LeChance told us to go to Apple Watch after investigating, and oh my god, holy shit, they turned him into a skinless paste. Yo, they tore this man up. This is what these noirs do when you think you're a traitor, a liability, a beta. They took turns in torturing bro until he bit the dust, but unknowingly, the real traitor is still around some here. Yo, even one of his homeboys made it sound like he was watching Chainsaw Man the movie. Alright, watch this. He speaks to everyone, and he give you the whole, I enjoyed killing this noir speech. Watch this guy though. Pay attention to this action. He enjoyed that shit. Grab the mother's head, drop that shit, bam, guilty. He definitely knows something that we don't know. Definitely. Anyway, we were told to speak to them between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. for utmost secrecy. Now let's chat. We are told to access the Night Mother's resting spot, and which we teleport there, and she apparates into reality. This man is staring at me like this guy is literally staring me down like a pack of sweet rolls. And this is quite awkward. He's staring me down while there's some actual epic dialogue going on.
Enough of this. You will all suffer for the pain you have caused me. I will destroy your Night Mother, and the Dark Brotherhood will fall.
Oh shit. Ooh! Ooh! Yo, these mods suck. No way. There's no way.
Let's get this over with!
By the way, Night Mother confesses that she saw the whole thing happen already. She had a premonition that this all go down to the T, and she didn't even think of even intervening. I slimed out a bunch of dozen members of the Dark Brotherhood, and bro, she didn't bother to like give anyone a hint or something. I find it wild. That's fucked up. Anyway, I am a gangster. After going through all that trouble, I gained the rank of listener, which I believe is the max rank for the Dark Brotherhood. I think we've had enough of these side adventures, so I think it's time to actually tackle the main storyline, and which, you know, it's named after the game. Been holding this goddamn amulet for fucking years at this point. Psych! We are going to do the Mages Guild quest, because I really need some magic spells in my belt. The Mages Guild in Oblivion works differently than the Mages Guild in Skyrim. In order to enter the Mages Guild, you must visit every single guild in Tamriel, complete a series of quests for each guild master. Then we'll be able to join the Mages Guild school. These guild missions are kind of fun, and sometimes they are kind of not fun. It's really a mixed bag. There's a one quest where you literally go inside this guy's mind, try to wake him up from his nightmares. I thought that was unique and interesting. Once getting approval from all 7 Mage Guild Hall leaders, then you'll be able to join the Mages Guild school, dubbed Arcane University. This is what I love about Arcane University, and this is why I want to stop by there before continuing on to the main quest. Unlike Skyrim, you can actually customize your spells, and that's honestly amazing. That's something you have to pay for nowadays in the game. You can create a spell called Ligma, and the spell can like turn your opponent crippled. I love it. It's just amazing. I love Oblivion. Alright, let's really start on the main quest. I've been holding this damn amulet for fucking, I don't know for how long already. Time to head to Kvatch.
Come on, run while there's still time. The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed. God's blood. You don't know, do you? Daedra overran Kvatch last night. There were glowing portals outside the walls. Gates to Oblivion itself. Oblivion itself. Oblivion itself. Oblivion itself. Gates to
The sky is blood red. There's people getting murdered and murked by demons left and right. And there's a giant hell gate in the front of Kvatch. Oh no. What do we do? The first thing we do though is do an E3 presentation look around. Then we kick some ass. Oh, I forgot. In between that, we're supposed to find the Count of Kvatch. All the NPCs sucked except the one guy. That one guy, he's the dude in the cover of the game. I don't care. That's his name. Just look how menacing he looks while he's destroying fucking Daedra Puh. I mean, after that, we finally get to the real objective, which is speaking to the guy, the chosen one. Fortunately, I'm the chosen one to find the chosen one. There's levels to this.
I'm a priest. I'm having trouble understanding the gods right now. You think the Emperor is my father? Yes. I've come with you to Wayland Priory and hear what Geoffrey has to say. Lead on.
This must be like the wizard version of the Blessing Circle. After all that, we head back to Wayland Priory. Now these guys are getting attacked by Daedra.
Must help. They're killing everyone at Waynon Priory. I don't know. I think they're right behind me. Prior Mabarel is dead.
What the fuck, man? What's going on? Mythic Dawn? Mythic Dawn has to be Mossad at this point. Mythic Dawn is Netanyahu. Matter of fact, I died without saving for hours. I'm blaming it on him. Fuck that guy. The next couple main missions on the main quest is some sleuthing, some James Bond 007 shit, where you have a secret meeting with one of the dudes. I'm gonna call him Obama. You basically have a secret meeting with Obama at a bar. You end up crawling through this boring ass corridor, slowly following Obama. I forgot that for some reason my game is bugged and my guy can't sit, so he kind of just got murdered and murked.
Kill them! The time of
Only the chosen.
This Argonian named Tarmina, take a look at the book, and it takes days for her to figure it out. So you're gonna be doing a lot of sleeping. In the middle of my sleep, I get molested by all things Diddy Vampire. Holy shit, I felt so violated after this. Now I'm a vampire. Now I gotta figure out how to unvampire myself. I'm so tight. After that, you run more errands for the Slave Masters, the Blade Masters, while Tarmina studies the Mythic Dawn volumes. Once we figure out the hints, the quest tracker takes us to Azura's Shrine. And then our hero learns he has to collect more stuff, aka Daedric artifacts, and sacrifice one. I think I'm over this.